Thanks so much for coming back to watch another episode of Ask the Skinny Guy Savior. I hope to get to your question today. If not, then be sure to like my fan page at vincedelmontefanpage.com, and we'll be sure to get it up here, hopefully in a future episode. So here's the deal. 5 questions, 60 seconds for me to answer each one. So Japit wants to know, I'm going to start taking creatine now. Can you help me on how to cycle my creatine and when to have it during the day? I'll give you the easiest way to do it. You don't need to cycle your creatine. Just take 5 grams pre-workout, 5 grams post-workout. I don't personally creatine cycle. I just stay on creatine all year round, 5 grams pre and post-workout. The only time I don't take it, if I'm on a vacation, I don't bring my tub of creatine with me. But when I'm in training mode, I just take 5 grams pre and post workout. I don't do any loading of any sort, and that's it. It's as simple as that. So don't overthink the creatine thing. As long as you're getting a good quality creatine monohydrate powder, you're gonna experience the benefits. A great supplement, by the way, if you're a responder, which most people are, but some people aren't. Anyways, that's another topic, another day. Okay, next question comes from Andrew Norwood. He wants to know, does simply training with 85% of 1 rep max for 8 to 12 reps with controlled negative rather than a 4-second negative cause muscle growth? Or does it have to meet the 40 to 60 second time under tension? If so, where do I find the research to back it up, as I have not been able to find it? Also, how much does total poundage have to do with hypertrophy? So lots of good questions here. So where should we start? Time under tension, is it important? 100%. There's loads of empirical data, research that does support this. If you want to find it, I would recommend you take Charles Poliquin's PICP Level 1, Level 2 online course, and you'll get a stack of research this high that has tons of studies that show the impact on time under tension. We know that if you're training for relative strength, sets need to be less than 20 seconds. For functional hypertrophy, 20 to 40 seconds. For hypertrophy, 40 to 60 seconds. So one of the important things for hypertrophy, this is again substantiated by a lot of research, is variation is most important for long-term strength development. So the take-home message here, Andrew, is not to just use one. This is why you want to use, your training program should have cycles of working with 1 to 6 rep max, 6 to 8 rep max, 8 to 12 rep max, etc. You need to use all of those rep ranges for maximal development. So question from Tim, does chewing gum spike your insulin? Is it something to avoid? I mean, this is just how much gum are you having a day. I mean, as long as you're not having 3 to 5 packs a day, I mean, if chewing some gum helps prevent your cravings, then go for it. But just don't go crazy with this. I mean, if you're worried about the insulin spike, have sugar-free gum, but then you're getting a lot of artificial, sugar alcohols or whatever the heck they put in gum. I don't even know. But then then you have another problem. But this comes back to moderation. I mean, a couple pieces of gum isn't gonna, I don't know anybody who hasn't been able to get shredded because they had a couple pieces of gum. So this, again, overthinking it. This is a great example of majoring in the minors. So next question goes to Ronnie, and he says this: you've already posted the pre-post workout meal and morning breakfast. What should you be eating the other 2 to 3 meals for bulking? The simplest way to answer this question is to eat balanced. Eat balanced. Have a combination of carbs, proteins, and fats with every meal. Have low glycemic carbs, an assortment of proteins, and an assortment of fats. This is the simplest approach for bulking up. This is what I teach in No Nonsense Muscle Building, because the majority of people that purchase it are novice lifters. They're just getting into it. They're looking for their first breakthrough transformation. And I don't want to complicate things with food combining, food timing, which certainly have a time and place, but I look at everything on a hierarchy of importance. The first thing is to make sure you're just getting all your meals in, period. And that's why I recommend balanced eating, because it's simple, it doesn't require a lot of thought, and it just enforces the habit of just looking for those 3 types of nutrients on the plate with every meal. Okay, thanks for the question, Ronnie. I know a lot of people have that question. Another question is from Carlton. Is it good to take a week off every once in a while? 100%. I guess you've missed some other of my videos. I recommend a couple different recovery protocols. I recommend taking a half a week off every 6 weeks or a full week off every 12 to 16 weeks. And when I say a week off, I don't mean like a deload week, like light weights. I mean nothing. I mean sit on your ass for a full week. I mean, if you want to go out for a light walk, you know, do some outdoor activities, that's fine. But this isn't a time to do like light weights, high reps kind of stuff. When I say half a week off, 6 weeks, 1 week off, I really mean it. So and here's the thing with that, just to add one more thing, a lot of people don't appreciate all the different systems involved in training. Not only are you stressing your metabolic system, but you're stressing your immune system, your hormonal system, your immune, hormonal, metabolic, and your central nervous system. Those systems take longer to recover than your muscles. So your muscles, you may be taking your 1 week off and you're like 2-3 days in and you're like, I feel fine, I want to train. No, you don't. There's other systems in your body that need the rest of the week, okay? So appreciate the recovery. Next question goes to Dane. He wants to know, he goes, serious hypertrophy for gastrocnemius and soleus, seriously, for the genetically cursed. I said this before, welcome to the club, bro. I have found that you need to do you have to do standing exercises for the gastrocs. You need to do seated exercises for the soleus. And, you know, check back on a few videos on Live Large TV. I believe it was at the start of season 3. One of the previews, I uploaded the whole piece of Ben Pikowski, the IFB pro bodybuilder, who's one of my best friends and business partners, who has literally the best calves in the business. And he talks about how he's got his calves to that point. It's really frequency and consistency. For most guys, the biggest mistake they make with calf training is they quit too early. They just give up too early. It's like, you know, oh, I'm not seeing any results. Forget this. Just keep going. Stick at it. It took Ben, he said, 5 years to get his calves to where it's at. So don't expect your calves to grow, you know, from upping your frequency a couple times a week and it's been a few months and you're not happy. Bro, you got a long ways to go. And that goes for me too, by the way. Everyone knows I got to work on my calves. Add one more question here. Here's a freebie. I think this is number 6 from David Peltzer. He wants to know, for gaining size mass on your chest, do you recommend barbell or dumbbell press? Sorry, camera. It knocked my cameraman over. I recommend both exercises. They're both great exercises. If you guys have MI40 by Ben Pikowski, you know that when you're lowering the bar and pressing up, you're not just thinking about doing this. You're thinking about creating an additional line of force and shoving inward to create more tension on your pec. So if you're able to do the bench press like that, bench press has a lot of benefit for your chest. As far as dumbbells, they have their own benefits too. You get more of the recruiter muscles, your shoulders and your triceps start doing a lot of work as well. You can get a greater range of motion. You can change your grip to change the wear pattern on your shoulders. So there's a lot of benefits to both exercises. One of the things I did way back in the day is I used to do 2 weeks of barbell, 2 weeks of dumbbells, 2 weeks of barbells, 2 weeks of dumbbells. And that one tip made a huge difference in my strength development. So consider trying that one on. I'll do one more question. Here's a 7th one. I'm on a roll here. This is from Edward. Edward wants to know, how do you tighten loose skin after weight loss? Bro, this is one you got to sort out with your doctor. I honestly don't know to what degree you have excess skin. I've known some guys who've resorted to surgery because it was the only thing that worked because of their age, and their skin lost the elasticity. Hopefully you're a young guy and your skin still has elasticity. You can improve it by adding vitamin E as a supplement, but making sure first off you have enough vitamin E in your diet. And this is one you might want to take up with your doctor because you know, I'm not an expert in what to do with loose skin, although I do get the question a lot. Okay, all right, that's a wrap. 7 questions. We went a little over. I just love doing this for you guys, and I want to continue doing it for you. So as long as you keep subscribing to the channel, liking it, sharing it with your friends, letting people know this is where skinny guys come to pack on size, then the show, oh gosh, see what happens when I do this for too long? The show must go on. All right, guys, I know you like those bloopers, so we'll leave them in. All right, we'll see you soon, guys. Take care.